everyone, so I'm here to do a suggested video, which would be the mixed girl tag. I'm always getting asked, what I am and what I'm mixed with or whatever. Don't mind my kid, she's playing on me. And so I thought this would be a perfect video to do, so here I go. First question is, what are you mixed with? I am mixed with Mexican and black. My mom is black and my dad is Mexican. What ethnicity have you often been mistaken for? I have been asked if I was white and black, if I was Filipino, Islander, mixed with a Filipino or Islander or anything. I've been mistaken for just full Mexican, and I think that's it. I don't really think I've been mistaken for anything else. So, is your hair curly or straight? It's curly. Was coming from different backgrounds challenging growing up? Yes, because I made it challenging. I was very self-conscious with who I was and what I looked like, and mainly because of, who I was as far as what I was mixed with and the people that I, identified with. And so, I would always be like, okay, so, who do I hang out with? Do I hang out with, African Americans? Do I hang out with Mexicans? Do I hang out with Caucasians? I didn't know, where I stood as far as, who I was and who I related to more. I didn't know what party I should have, been in, I guess. And my mom isn't your urbanized African American woman. I don't know how to put it in a politically correct term as far as what group my mom goes in as far as being African American. I think you guys can get the hint. So when I would go to my urbanized African American friends, I just didn't fit in. It was awkward, and I just didn't really identify with them well. I don't want to say them. I just didn't identify with that group well. I mean, now I do as an adult, because I know who I am, and I wasn't trying to be something that I'm not. And, as a kid, that's what I did. I tried to be something that I wasn't because of who I was. And so, I didn't really, as far as the girls, the African American girls growing up, they would look at me like, oh, you think you're better than us, the way I looked. And that was never the case. And so, and then with my Latina friends, they'd be like, why are you trying to speak Spanish? You're not even Mexican, blah, blah, blah. Because I don't speak fluent Spanish, but I do know most. So, it was just a battle as far as, who I was and who I, belong to, I suppose. So, which background do you embrace most? I couldn't tell you because, I'm proud of being African American and I'm proud of being Mexican, but do I, favor a party more than the other? No, I'm just who I am. Do I favor, yes, I love hip-hop. Yes, I love soul food. Do I embrace that? Yeah. Do I love Mexican food? Yeah. Do I embrace it? Yeah. Do I love Hispanic music? Yes. Do I love, African American infused music? Yeah. I'm not, I don't choose one or the other, and I don't choose any other, anything else than what I am. I like what I like. I might not like, one thing more than the other. I don't know how to explain it, but, I don't have a specific group that I'm in as far as what I put out there for the world to know as far as what I embrace more. So, have you ever been teased for being different? Yes, as far as my hair and the way I looked, yes, and I did. It was most of the time African American girls who would tease me growing up. And then when I moved here, I've had some ignorant comments thrown my direction for being African American, like stereotypical, oh, do you like Kool-Aid and Cadillacs and, yada, yada, yada. And it's absurd, but yes, I have been. And since my daughter is mixed, I mean, I don't know if she's going to look mixed when she gets older, but I just hope she doesn't ever have to hear a slur thrown her direction, because I've been called, you know, the N-word, I've been called a cotton picker, I've been called a wetback, I've been called, you know, a spick, I've been called, you know, 1,000 things, and I just don't want my daughter to be introduced into such nastiness, you know, for who she is. So, you know, it's a shame. Have you ever been ashamed of being multiracial? I've never been ashamed. I think I mentioned it. I've been self-conscious with who I was and who would accept me more, but I was never ashamed for who I am. You know, I couldn't be ashamed of something that I had no control over, you know? So, you know, I was never really ashamed of it. I was ashamed that people generalize and stereotype it, you know, just because I am African American, I don't automatically have to act like the stereotypical African American woman. So, you know, it's a shame that people throw the majority of African American people into that stereotype and that generalization of African Americans, you know. So, do you feel that being mixed has its benefits? Yeah, I mean, I come from two very different cultures, and I love it. You know, I don't really know much about my Mexican history because I wasn't raised with my dad in my life for him to teach me Mexican history. But as I got older, my friends would teach me things. You know, I embraced it. I loved it. You know, I love the culture. I love the music. I love the food. I love the families and everything, you know. So, yeah, it does. What makes being multiracial a beautiful thing? Honestly, just to say that, hey, you know, if you go down my history line, you know, my races both went through, you know, some stuff. So, my daughter is climbing on me. So, you know, yeah, I can say, yeah, you know, my African American side obviously went through a lot of drama, and so did my Mexican side, you know, and so, yeah, and then I can tell my daughter that, you know. Any advice to some who struggle with their multiracial identity? I just say be who you are. Be what is inside your heart, and you know, don't try to be anything that you're not. And that's what I did as a kid. I tried to be something that I obviously wasn't, and I always had constant self-battles with that. And I just say, just embrace it. You're beautiful, either if you're mixed or not mixed. You're, you know, one race or the other, you're beautiful no matter what, and just to embrace it, you know. Don't try to put on a mask, you know, because of, you know, you don't know who you are, you know, if you don't know who you are, because I didn't know who I was as a kid growing up. So, I just say embrace it, just be who you are, and don't fixate on, you know, one race or the other. Just explore yourself, and you might not relate to any of them, you know, you might relate to something else. So anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. My daughter is obviously hungry or wants attention, so I guess I will talk to you guys later. If you have any suggestions for future videos, comment below or message me. I always read my messages and my comments and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!